right, puck down, start of the Hampton Roads Whaler game. Reagan carries it in, gets it taken away though. A little bit of a forecheck. Bounces on the puck, stepped in front by Kieran. Now Jasper tries to carry it in, ends up punching it in, but Hampton Roads turns it right back around. Colin back to get it with Reagan. Sets up, brings it back, moves around one man, has Reagan there. Now he gets it to Reagan. A little bit slower than he wanted. Reagan's pass ended up going in the body of Hampton Roads player. Hampton Roads takes over, but ends up behind. Drew leaves the puck behind. Colin flips a bouncing puck. Colin, a little bit of stick on it, but not out of the zone. One man in front. Reagan gets in front of that, and it goes into the netting. Let's go, Caps! Come on, Caps! Teddy in for the face-off. Kai takes it back behind. Has Daniel with him. Passes ahead for Dylan. Drifts on his stick. Dylan and Teddy both had a chance at it. Missed. Daniel pushes it aside. Kai's there now. Kai along the boards, working. Passes through the legs of Teddy, but goes to Hampton Roads. Hampton Roads drifts ahead, but Teddy gets it back out of the zone. Banks it off the boards. Hampton Roads ties up. Keeps along. Stepped up by Daniel, now Teddy has it. Breaking in is Chase with him. Chase goes to the net. Teddy curls, has Daniel, gets it all the way across to Kai. Kai bounces on his stick, comes out of the zone. Has to regroup, pass all the way back to Daniel. Daniel stepped into by a man coming out of the zone. Puck comes all the way back. And a quick defensive change. Centering attempt, Kai gets in the way. Kai steps up, good pass. Just hits Drew, who had to adjust. Drew couldn't get it onto his stick, though, to make a good pass. Pass back, D to D. Caught him up high, had to come back around the other way. Now they're in, on sides. Dumped it in fast as their man was ahead of the play. Flip forward, 1-2. Both Caps miss for this one. No icing, though, as it comes all the way back. Good forecheck there, takeaway. Kieran has it. Kieran, just missed on the pass. Drifted on his stick, stepped up as Colin, and Hampton Roads avoids the pressure. Chips once, didn't get it past Flynn. Turned aside, good stick there by Reagan. High off the glass, all the way back in. Good pass across to Drew. Drew's moving through neutral ice, gives it ahead to Reagan. Reagan off a skate, tries to keep, he does. Reagan protects the puck. Good body position there by Hampton Roads. Got a foot in the way and coming back the other way. Flynn turns him aside. Braden with a save at a tough angle. Rode the player all the way through. Trying to dig it out. Reagan does. Now Reagan gets the red line and sends it in. Full change for red. Dylan in first on the forecheck. Hampton Roads skates around him. Through neutral ice, tripped up. Now it's flipped out. Hit Dylan, not out, but Chase finds it and carries it through. Players coming in. Teddy's on sides. As Chase just dumped it in. Couple of Hampton Roads players. Jasper steps up. Couple players down. High off the glass, and Daniel's all the way back to get it. One man on. Daniel curves away from pressure. Missed on the pass, though. Right into a forecheck stick. Daniel back behind, takes it away. Teddy's there, gets it ahead to Dylan. Dylan, pass to Dylan, was in the center of the ice. Chase has it now. Chase avoids the freight train check. Good job by Dylan, turning his man away. Chase, just over his stick. Jasper has the puck. Jasper plays it ahead to Dylan, just too far for him, but he pokes at it, gets it into the zone. Team goes for a change. Reagan back in on the forecheck, steers his man wide. They miss on the pass, but able to run it down off the boards. Drew gets a stick on it, up into the beyond the bench. Five aside. Kieran just tries to push it forward. Hampton Roads digs it out. There's bring-in attempt again. Lost. This time Chase has it. Chase gives ahead to Drew. Drew pokes at it, but Hampton Roads finds it. Ref is in the way. Ref steps up, and puck is now in our zone, deep. Kai goes behind to get it. Off the side of the net, right in front. Puck is still loose in front. Braden finds it, makes the first save. Second save is there, and we got a whistle. Probably on us. Yeah, Kai's gonna take it here. Too much of a scramble in front of the net, too much chaos. No penalty. Not sure what the call was there. Puck down, Hampton Roads kicks it forward, man in front, taken away though by Chase, or by Kieran. Kieran skates through center ice, protects, tried to leave it back to the middle, but nobody there but Hampton Roads. Hampton Roads sends it back the other way. Colin plays the puck and then levels his man. All caps are all over this forecheck here. Reagan pushes it ahead for Colin. Colin tried to get it to the front, ends up on Reagan's stick. Reagan's shot hits a skate, comes back to Jasper. Jasper tried to play it down low, does. Back to Colin. Colin steps into some space, tried to center it. He does. Quick shot by Colin. Good stop there by the goalie. Coming through. Ends up on Jasper's stick. Jasper plays it ahead, keeps it, fights through the board, falls down. Oh, just couldn't get it to Dylan, who was coming into the zone. Hampton Roads now gets the puck. Braden plays it behind, one man on. Into the corner. Flipped out to center. Hampton Roads has to regroup here. D to D. They play it ahead. Just dump it in. We're going to get an icing this time as he was beyond the red line. Puck down, win it back to Kai. Kai holds, waits, gives it back to Colin. Colin down low to Charlie. Charlie carries the puck hard past to Daniel, right back to Charlie. Charlie steps through a few. Good pass to Kai. Kai with a good stick. Second stick, and then loses an edge. Good poke check by Charlie. Charlie gets it, red line. Team is back out. Able to get it in deep as we end up with a change. Pass to Colin. Colin gives it right back to Daniel, who shoots it around. Oliver is there. Oliver fakes to Kai. Curls right to the middle. Still has the puck. Looking for a shot. Oh, ends up shooting just behind the net. Kai again steps up. Gives to Teddy. Ends up on Colin's stick. Colin shoots. Goalie with a good save. Flynn bangs it down low. Teddy's there, knocked away from him. Right back to him, though, from the defender. Now Teddy tries to get it up high. Oliver cycles with him. Has Flynn. Now he leaves it back on for Colin. Colin shoots, looking for the tip from Chase. Didn't come. Flynn just pokes it right back down low for Chase. Chase tried to keep the puck along the boards. Hampton Roads digs it out. Colin comes right back in, hits a skate though. Now we're going to have to collapse. Couple players skating through. Flynn, taken away though by Colin. Right back onto the Hampton Roads stick. Fluttering puck, deflected, up into the air. Centering attempt. Flynn is on that, avoids the pass. Now Teddy moves around one player, moves around a second player. Tried to get it to Chase, but it wasn't quite to him. Good help there by Oliver. Oliver flips it out of the zone. Hampton Roads tries to bring it back. Teddy's in though. Teddy tried to drag on one player. A couple of guys poke at the puck. Puck is still loose. Chips it once, chips it twice. Good job by Colin to take away the boards there. Colin steps up, shoots in. Right behind is Oliver. Oliver tries to shoot once. Goalie stuck his leg out to avoid that one. Two players collapse there, move to the front. Colin all the way over to take the centering pass. Colin steps up, didn't like that, puts the puck right back down, puts a stick on it, no hand pass. Circling, avoids the hit. Oliver puts his man down, reverse check. Right back to Flynn, and interference here for Colin. Puts a player on the ice. Way to be, Cap! Play tough! Reagan wins the face-off, carries it all the way around, man on him, just gets it all the way out of the zone. Couple players here. Jasper gets ready to butt check his man, stands up and prevents him from entering the zone. I think Jasper wanted that. He backed into him. Oh yeah, and then cross check. Yeah. Hampton Roads, deflected shot in by Reagan in front. Jasper steps up, bumps his man, holds in front, shot goes wide, game from the point. Braden turns it aside. Tied up behind, Jasper's there, comes around. Hard pass in front, Reagan's there, Reagan knifes it aside. Comes all the way out, slow putt, we got an icing coming. No call, it was waved off, I guess. Pass across, one man in. Plays it off the back of the net. Kai has the puck. 24 seconds left on the penalty kill here. Now Kai flips it around. Not quite there yet as the team stayed in front. Good check there by Flynn. Puck down low in front. Holds, trying to get it in front. Braden with a good save. Six seconds left on the penalty here to Colin. Colin is coming to the bench, I think. Good face-off draw there. Unable to collect. Colin might be licking his chops at this one. Told him to play forward. Colin gets a piece of it, chips it over. He's going to go chase it down. One man steps up on him. They flip it all the way in. Hand is up for icing, and here's the call. Charlie takes the draw, pushes over to the side. Dylan had a stick on it, but so did Hampton Roads. Charlie fights through. A couple of knocks on the board, bounces all the way out. Colin steps up on his man, able to keep it along the boards. Takes one bump. He and Colin work together. Colin circling out. He just shoots one right in front. Puck is down. Dylan, a little bit of pushing and shoving outside the crease. Hampton Roads wins it quickly. Colin puts it down, chops it right back towards the net. A couple Hampton Roads players have to come back in. Good hard forecheck here. Colin steps up. Colin gets a stick on it, keeps it in. Not able to get it by. Now it goes behind Jasper. Jasper's going to have to come back to get it. A little bit of help now coming from Colin. Jasper gets a push. Oh, Dylan falls down though as he tries to hit the brake. Shot comes all the way across, misses. Jasper gives his man a bump. Colin has it. Not very much, though. Dylan tries to chop it forward, unable to get by the man along the boards. Right through the crease. Cullen gets a piece of it, sends a slow roller all the way down. This one's coming on net. Teddy is charging. Teddy, hard forecheck. They send it around the boards. A couple players come out to get it. Comes all the way back to Daniel. Daniel sets up to push ahead to Teddy. Hampton Roads gets in the way of that pass, though. Puck is still loose. Teddy has it. Flipped up into the bench. Back out to center here. Hampton Roads wins it back. Quick D to D, mishandled. They just push it forward. Tied up along the boards is Kieran. Knocked away is Reagan. Reagan gives to Kieran. Right back to Reagan. Reagan tries to put a stick on it. Unable to. Kai steps up with the puck. Just shoots one in. Goalie gloves. Like one extra player for Hampton Roads coming in the door. Lost it. Tried to keep in this Drew. A little bit of help now from Daniel. Daniel pushes ahead. Kieran can't find it along the boards. Now he does. Tried to get it back in front as Drew was coming in. Reagan protects the puck. Banks it back to Kai. Kai right to Drew. Drew, quick shot. Goalie with a kick save. Try to get it out to Daniel. They do. Player steps up, though, and just puts a skate in the way. Kai is there. Kai sweeps it back behind. Hits Kieran. Kieran trying to move through in center ice. Reagan chops it loose, but sent all the way back to Daniel. Daniel red line and just sends it in. Goalie back to play it. Forecheck comes. Couple players in. Kieran. No, Drew takes over. Flip behind for Reagan. They send it all the way out to Flynn. Flynn sends it back for Colin. Colin up ahead for Kieran. Kieran protects, pulls through the legs, hits Cullen coming through neutral ice, but he runs into a couple Hampton Roads players. That's offsides, but no call. Cullen up ahead onto Charlie's stick. Charlie plays it past the oncoming D at the blue line. Cullen goes to get it. Dylan has it now, tries to play it back behind for Cullen, but nobody there now. It ends up on Cullen's stick. Cullen loses it, though, comes all the way out of the zone. Flynn is back to play it. Flipped ahead into open ice as Charlie takes it away. Just out of the reach of the Hampton Roads player. Holds. Charlie went for the pads. I don't know, went for the pass off the pads maybe, but ends up they were too deep and did not connect. Now we have an icing as Hampton Roads just gets it out. Buck down, Chase kind of got spun around. Tried to meet it to the back. Hard hit on Teddy. Teddy's trying to work the puck free. Right back down to Teddy. Now Teddy moves backhand. Oh, Oliver was cutting to the net. Just couldn't get it direct on net. Chase now ties up his man. Puck bounces out. Jasper's there. Jasper gets spun around a little bit. Breakaway coming. One stick on. We got a slash maybe. Braden makes the save. Oliver got the stick up high, disrupted the man a little bit. It's all right, good penalty. Slash. Jasper goes into the corner. They send it back. Now they get to the point. Holds, cycles, down low. Braden holds as Jasper challenged the shot. Brings it to the side. No. Hampton Roads still has it. Shot is challenged. Comes in, hits a body in front. All the way back out to the point. Walks it across. Switch here. 2 players on. Teddy drifts in front. They try to get it all the way on the backside. Teddy steps up on his man, decides not to level him. Off the side of the net again. Daniels there, played it. Oh, just too far for Chase, who was trying to get there. Hard pass across. No shot attempt there. Shot goes wide. No deflection. Chase steps up, plays it back into the corner. Nice job tying up. Daniels in. Daniel continues to fight for it. Played off the boards, and that's the end of the period. 36 seconds left on the penalty kill here going into the second period. All right, Oliver back in the box, ready for the start of period number 2. 4 skaters out now for the Cats. Guy and Flynn out. On D, Hampton Roads just tries to run it through. Reagan lifts the stick. Flynn in. Braden's just going to cover. Hampton Roads wins it back. Misplayed though. Tied up by Kieran. Kieran's getting his stick lifted. Plus some hook. But no call. They're letting the stick lifts go. Hampton Roads comes around. Thinks shot. Loses his balance. Destroyed by Kai. Probably a penalty as he ran him over as he was sitting there watching the puck. Reagan now spins. Flips it in on his backhand. Oliver steps in to play this. Right back in, Oliver, as Kieran gets back on sides, tried to center it as Kieran was coming through. Now Oliver goes to the bench. Drew is out. Played behind for Kieran. Kieran on his backhand, flips it behind. Kai steps up, bumps his man, flip back behind. Is Flynn. Flynn looks for Kieran. Kieran starts to move up ice. Hard pass ahead for Drew. Drew looking to the middle. Centers it off a defender who misplayed, but the goalie gives it a nudge and keeps it back in. Cullen tries to work the puck under control. Jasper takes over. Jasper steps up As Kieran moving to the front, back to Colin. Colin with a quick shot. Goalie just keeps it down there. No big rebounds. We got one man coming, no icing here. Jasper overskates on his pass, right back in front. Colin's there to help though. Colin puts it ahead for Drew. Drew tried to move it past his man. Now he gets it through, a couple of hits off his skate, and we got a delayed penalty coming. Colin is moving the puck all the way in. Takes it all the way around, tries to stuff. Puck is still loose, and whistle on the call. Here sending the second man in the box. Check from behind. Gave him a major, so they're putting the second guy in the box. Right up ahead, Teddy. They say it was played with a high stick. Coming out of the box. Ref is making sure everybody knows he's in charge. Quick whistles, keeping it under his control. Back to Jasper. Jasper plays it behind. Colin comes back to get it. Jasper's there. Hard pass across to Oliver. Oliver unable to control the pass. Ends up on a Hampton Road stick. Oliver flips it behind for Colin. Colin's going to turn it up ice. Has it. Drifts on Teddy's stick. Teddy pushes it forward. Kieran's on a hard forecheck, though. Too far. Jasper holds at the blue line. No, it comes out. And Colin now has to get in the way of his man. Teddy turns. Teddy gives to Colin. Colin skates up ice. Has a little bit of speed. Skates through a couple players. Guys at the blue line waiting. Colin just takes it into the corner now. Gives his man a bump. Didn't quite make it to Jasper. Jasper was drifting for a shot. Thought Teddy was coming for it. Braden's there. Braden gets a piece of it. Second attempt goes wide. Coming back out is Jasper. Jasper pushes all the way up for Kieran, who's in on sides. Kieran, hard pass across. Player laid out. Defended against it. Back to Colin. Colin now to Teddy. Teddy protects at the blue line. Hard pass across to Jasper. Jasper's one-time pass. Didn't end up out. Tries to settle it down. Shoots a looping shot. Too far. Colin tries to keep the puck. And then one more player comes to get it. We got one player coming across, but he goes straight to the bench. Teddy looks. Tried to get it back to Colin. Miscommunication there. Colin opts just to protect here. Now he gets a hard pass ahead. Not offsides, as they said players were close enough to getting out. Players keep. Stay in. Comes around. Colin goes for a stick lift. Teddy goes for a little nudge. All the way back out to the point. Pulled back inside, but not away. They just leave it in the corner. A little too hard, though. Jasper tries to put it back behind. One player is there. Braden gets a stick on it and a cover here. Went across. Kai gets it caught up in his feet. Now he's dragged down by another player. I think on his stick maybe. Hard pass in front. Taken away though. Colin has it. Tied up a little bit with Dylan, but comes in. Just pushes into the corner. Dylan gets a little bit of body. Charlie steps up, pushes it into open ice and goes to get it. Gets it off the boards, leaves it back behind for Cullen. Cullen cycles a couple times, loses the puck though. Comes out to Kai. Kai had it knocked away. Pushed back towards Charlie, but he's unable to catch the pass and offsides. All right, face off in center ice. Hampton Roads with the win. D to D. Cullen steps up on his man, moves into the corner. Player comes through. Chopped in is the puck. Daniel moves to get the puck, pushes it ahead to Dylan. Dylan has two players converge on him. Third comes in to help, comes all the way back out to the point. Braden steers it wide. Charlie in, they send it all the way back out to the point. Walks in, shot blocked in front. Second shot, hits a couple players. Can't find it, where's the puck? Puck is loose. Coming back out the other way. Cullen moves, pushes it through his man. Couple bumps. Fights his way through, has Dylan in as well. They fired around the boards. Charlie's there. Charlie keeps the puck. No, a little bit of help now from Daniel. Daniel pushes it all the way down low. The D's going for a change. Got to get moving, guys. Colin stepped up, one player behind as we lost the handle and everybody's changing. 2-on-1 here. Played across and missed the pass. Player still all alone in front. Ends up on Colin's stick. Colin loses it. Centered to our team, basically. Now it's pushed ahead. Chase has the puck moving through center ice. Just fires it in. Reagan steps up to play the puck. Gets pinned into the boards. Reagan steps into his man. Reagan battling in the corner for the puck. Cross check. And now we got a suplex and a hit to the head. Succeeded in getting the penalty. Caps on power play once again. See if we can have a little better possession this time. .8:29 left in the second period. Still zeros on the scoreboard. Wins it back to Colin. Colin, three players come together there. Colin moves to get some space, gives it into the feet of Jasper. Jasper sends it through. Oliver deflects, but wide. Teddy's there. Teddy settles it down. Back to Colin. Colin back to Teddy. Teddy moves in front. Circles away from pressure. Back to Colin. Colin takes a shot into a body. Moves into space. Gives to Kieran. Kieran back to Jasper. Jasper hard shot in front. Goalie covers. And now we got a whistle. All right, Teddy in to take the draw, wins it cleanly, back to Colin. Colin feeds it down low, cannot keep. Jasper back to get the puck. Turns up ice, now passes to Kieran, waiting at the blue line. Hard body into the boards. Back to Jasper. Jasper plays it across to the boards. Teddy's moving through, picks up the puck. He's going to carry it, hits the brakes. Left behind for Oliver. Oliver's there. Oliver moves in. Jasper all alone, tried to leave it back post. Goalie was there. Colin steps up, tries to win the puck, loses an edge. Teddy steps up too, coming back the other way. Oliver skating across. Shot comes in. Gets behind Braden, and he tips it in. Six seconds left on the penalty kill. Shorthanded goal there for the Whalers. Puck loose. Whalers win it back. Fires it to the boards. Tried to hit a man coming out. Daniel turns it, coming right back the other way. Collins in, has the puck. Dylan goes to the net, leaves it behind. Oh, just missed him on the backhand pass. Pass ahead. Ref's going to call icing here. As he loses an edge going backwards. Both teams got a little too excited with the end-to-end action there. Charlie in, tries to win the puck, but Whalers skate through with the puck. Coming back the other way now, 2-on-3. Tries to come around, taken away though now by Colin. Colin steps up on his man, bumps it ahead. Charlie's there, chips it ahead to Dylan. Dylan in. Sends it deep. Hampton back to play the puck. Just plays it high off the glass. Could not keep it in as our D was changing behind. Colin back to get it. Sets up behind the net. Flips it ahead to Dylan. Dylan comes back for it. Plays it all the way ahead to Colin. Colin's in. Colin holds. Just feeds it all the way into the other corner as his team is changing. Now comes back the other way with his head down. Colin made sure he was paying attention next time. Given to Drew. Drew tried to keep at the blue line as Kieran was stuck in on a hard forecheck. .546 left in the second period. Kieran steps up to play the puck. Lots of stick checks. Colin bumps his man. Puck is knocked away though by Flynn. Flynn back to get the puck. Moves it along the boards for Reagan. Reagan is just crushed with his head coming down in. Sent back around. Reagan's there this time. Plays it back behind for Colin. Colin hard off the boards. Gets it out, but we got a hand up for icing. It's going to go all the way here. .515 left. Hampton wins it, pushes it back down low. Daniel's there to get the puck. Now hit from behind. Now Chase is moving. Chase fires it through the legs. Player falls down. All the way in is Oliver. No icing here. Oliver plays the puck all the way around. Sets up. Back to Jasper. Jasper holds. Jasper shoots through. Off the blocker. Comes all the way back out. Back to Jasper though. Jasper turns. Waits. In on sides, but Hampton flips it right back. We got a player down, and now we have a whistle. Jasper now being tended to by Ben on the bench. Flynn, good pass up ahead to Oliver. Oliver collects the puck inside, tried to move to the middle as Teddy was coming in. Teddy now ties up his man, dragged down from behind on his foot. Chase sidesteps right back to Teddy. Teddy loses his footing though. Hampton Roads coming back the other way. Kai is backing up his man, chips it in as they would have been offsides. And played back behind. Flynn is there. Flynn hits the brakes. Couple players on the ice. Chase is coming back. Kai coming back the other way. Oliver goes to the net. Hard shot just over the top. One player in, pushed ahead. Flynn's backing up, playing it conservatively. Sweeps his man wide. The guy was right there. He didn't call it. All right, we got a hold now against, I think Flynn is in the box now. Looked like the player was just leaning all the way into him and fell down, but the guy on the complete other end of the ice called the penalty. Apparently it's a 1.5 and 8. Unable to shoot right away, swept aside. Hampton Roads, a lot of mess in front. Chipped up and over, floats in the back of the net. Not really sure what happened, it deflected off something. Lots of people in front. Ben wants time. Gonna settle his guys down.
Hey, ref. Can't go back in. Okay. All right, thank you.
Who called the timeout? Did they call timeout?
Yeah, Caps.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Still a lot of game left here. 3:45 left in the second. Plexiglass or whatever is in front of the board makes that horrific noise. Kieran to take the draw. Stepped in front is Drew. Drew's going to carry it in. He's got Reagan moving in the front with him. Just got in front of that pass though. They flip it all the way back out. Daniel and Colin cross. Colin looks up ice, gives to Drew. Drew flips it toward the middle. No one there. Kieran stepped up on his man. Colin carries the puck. Just takes it through a couple guys. They rim it off of everybody. Send it all the way back. Braden plays it as it had a weird spin to it. Ends up on Reagan's stick. Reagan just flips it out to 5-hole and goalie shut it down. Shut it down. We got a broken stick here. And it looks like Hampton Roads taking a penalty here. Slash. Player got a broken stick to boot. Caps again up on the man advantage. 1:30 on the power play. 2:38 left in the period. Let's go, Caps. One at a time. Get it. Push forward. Oliver's there. Goalie chops at it. Back to Kieran. Kieran to Colin. Colin has Jasper back out there, which is a good sign. Jasper moves in. Back to Colin. Colin down low to Teddy. Teddy looks. Back to Colin. Colin steps into some open space. Switches now with Teddy. He tries to move around a man, but ends up losing it in the feet. And Hampton Roads sends it the distance. It's moving slowly, but we're going to have an icing here. Back in again, offensive draw, people moving, puck is loose. Teddy runs it down. Loses it into feet. Teddy's got a stick in legs, tied up. Colin comes back to get the loose puck. Colin just trying to run it in. He turns the corner, gets around a man, takes it all the way in, hits the brakes, hits Oliver. Oliver crashing to the net. Two players come after him. Now Colin moves back. Colin shot. Goalie blocks it straight back out though. No good rebounds there. Comes all the way around. Jasper has to come back to get it. Couple players looking to change. Hits a skate though and ends up on a Hampton Roads stick. He doesn't collect though. Cullen cuts through the middle. Goalie gives it right back to him. Tries to push it through. Second effort. Goalie covers. Players down. A little bit of a slash right in front of the ref. Something's going on with the goalie. It's not right. Chopped it back out, right to Colin. Colin just puts it on, deflect. Way wide by Charlie though. Now it's played all the way back to the boards. Jasper keeps along the boards, puts it down, has a stick on it, continues to work the puck. Trying to get it back now to Charlie. Jasper steps out with it, protects, quick shot, battle in. Good hands by Colin, finds the rebound and puts it in. .105 left in the second period here. Back to even strength. Hampton Roads wins it, pushes through, tried to play to the middle, turned aside though by Daniel. Daniel tried to get it up ahead to Reagan. Miscommunication there coming out of the zone. Now it's on the Reagan stick. Reagan moves through. Holds, settles it down, waiting. Shot comes in, high shot, still there. Kai trying to put a stick on it, got to skate, settle it down. Daniel plays it all the way in front, gets laid out though, and they send it the distance. Waffling puck, Daniel is still down. Kieran gets the puck, hard pass across to Drew. Drew comes back through center. Now he gets it ahead to Reagan. Reagan, questionable onside, gets it back to Drew. Drew's looking right back to Reagan. Reagan, quick one-timer towards Kieran. Back to Kai. Kai holds at the blue line. Shot across. 15 seconds left in the period. Drew just holds along the boards. Reagan tries to dig it out. Reagan does get it. Reagan tries to kick it. Gets it to Drew. Back into the pile. Puck is down, 1 second left, and sent around. I think Jasper shot it and Cullen got the goal. Jasper is the big guy, 28. I don't know who gave it to Jasper though. Did anyone give it to Jasper? I don't.
Well, they said
Got it. Yeah, it was. Down, Hampton carries it behind. Oliver tried to take it away, but Hampton stepped with it, and now they're in on a forecheck. Braden's back, leaves it for Colin. Colin steps in front of his man. Teddy finds the puck. Bouncing puck on him, sends it across the middle. Didn't connect though. Oliver tried to airmail it, played with a high stick, but touched up by Caps. No call. Sends it all the way back. Flynn's pass fell down as Oliver was coming through. Backwards, no icing here as he was at the red line. Chipped along the boards, puck is still loose. Chase stands up now, Collins there, Collins just puts it on. Goalie uses a stick to steer it into the corner. Knocked around though, Oliver's there. Oliver sends it back to the point, didn't quite make it. Flynn chops at it, sends it back towards the front. Now it's on Oliver's stick. Oliver gets his stick lifted though, taken away. Teddy holds along the boards. Flynn is still waiting for it up at the blue line. Teddy moves to the front, protects, tied way up. Oliver winds up, moves in. Good shot by Colin, scooping up the rebound and getting a tough angle over the goalie. Players over here trying to help the goalie. I don't know if he's using the excuse that the goalie came off or what, but got both pegs up, trying to adjust the net. Tied up now. Caps with a quick goal. Oh, deflected wide back to Daniel. Daniel almost played it cleanly, but drifted on his stick a little bit, taken away now by Hampton Rose. Hampton Rose cycling. Jasper sends it back behind. A little too hard though, as his players were not there yet. Deflected just wide. Cullen tips it out. Now it's out. Cullen has it on his stick though. Chips it ahead for Dylan. Dylan just a step behind though, a much bigger player. Cullen comes through, has the puck. Now Hampton takes it away. Stepping up is Daniel. Daniel had his hands up, takes a bump. Dylan sweeps it behind to Daniel, who's coming back to the point. Daniel leaves it for Charlie. Charlie shoots through. Couple of sticks there, no deflection though. And it comes all the way back. Charlie plays it at neutral ice, looking for a good pass. Now he gets it over to Jasper. Jasper cycles around one man, two in. Jasper shoots off a stick into the rafters and almost down into the net. I think he turned one puck into two. Is still loose in there. Reagan chops it down deep. Drew is in on top of his man, trying to tie up. He does. Still battling for it, and Drew throws his man down as he's... I think they're both tossed here. On the 12:30 time of that penalty. Offsetting, so both men will sit with no time up on the board. Kieran down to get it, tried to center it. Deflected, tied back up. Flynn protects on the backhand, just tried to chip it. Didn't get a great angle though. Played with a high stick, and now he's going to touch up and get the whistle. Unfortunately, it's coming all the way down. Puck down, Hampton wins it, takes it in the corner. Flynn trying to take away the pass, all the way back out to the point. Reagan's there. Reagan, big shot block. Kai has it. Kai turns. Misplayed, turned away from some pressure. Now he gets a hard pass up ahead to Dylan. Along the boards, lots of deflection. No call here. We're going to get a change behind the play as Reagan takes over the puck. Pushed it back out, tried to get it right back to him. Gets a piece of it. Jasper's in. Jasper, quick shot off the pads. Rebound was there. Kieran just couldn't get it. Back to Reagan in the corner. Reagan steps away from pressure. Dishes it back down low. Kieran had it for a second, knifed away. Reagan feeds it right back down low for Kieran. Back to the point now. Right back on Collin, stick. Collin, good pass over to Jasper. Jasper settling it down, shoots through. Goalie got a pad on it before Reagan could get a tip. And icing the other way. Takes the draw. Hard win back to Collin. Collin, a couple of deflections. They say it's a good goal, despite, I think, going off Oliver's foot. Pinballed in. I don't know who it hit before. Maybe Chase. Players made sure they got their stats and marked it up on the board. Nice job by Collin. Collin tries to keep it ahead. Turned aside though by Jasper. Jasper pokes at it, not quite out. Now he gets it ahead to Chase. Oliver's in to play it. Gets it right onto Chase's stick. Chase is coming in. Has Teddy trailing. Shoots. Trying to get rebound. The goalie did a nice job keeping it in front and not over to the side. Oliver's backing up. Oliver chops at it. Avoids the rush. They just send it hard along the blue line. Now it's in slowly for the Caps to collect. Caps send a looper. Oliver lets it go. Teddy's in. Teddy hard pass in front. Just missed Chase. He was trying to loop around to get a pass on his backhand. Flipped ahead is Daniel. Daniel plays the puck all the way back around. Oliver gets a piece of it. Now he keeps caught up in the snow though. Couldn't move it. Daniel's there. Daniel chops along the boards. Up in the air over the player. Turning, shooting towards the net but wide. Caps coming back the other way now. Colin fights through. One stick check, two stick check. Now he drags back in front. Holds, tried to go near post, didn't work. Sent all the way back around. Cullen's gonna run it down before it goes for icing. Cullen skating through. Couple of stick checks, off a skate though. Back in, right back to Charlie. Charlie gets a piece. Cullen tried a one-touch pass. We had too many, and the call was behind this. So Caps got caught with too many out there. They are going to go down for a minute 30. Too much noise, having Daniel go back to the bench there. Ref turned around and saw him climbing on the bench. Counted the other 5 out on the ice, and they were caught. Obviously, the other coach was yelling about it. Didn't help either. Shot comes through, lots of traffic. Braden holds on. Kai gives his man a bump. Win it forward. Turned aside there by Jasper. Now they get it back to the point. Misplayed at the point though. Kieran's gonna chase him all the way back. Kieran with a ill-timed push in the back. Come on guys, play the puck. All right, finally played the puck. We're gonna go down 2 men now as Kieran got him with an extra hand in the back, threw him down. Teddy calling Jasper. Settle it down. 5-on-3 here for 58 seconds. Just gonna tie it behind. Collins there. He's not really gonna ice it. One stick there. Chipped aside by Teddy. Teddy's just gonna keep it. Flip. Now we have a 5-on-2 coming back the other way. Off. Shot comes in, deflects up into the rafters. All right, conversation over. 34 seconds left on the 2-man. They get a hard pass back. Back to the point. Jasper steps in, hits a man in front. Jasper comes up with the puck. Jasper just chops at it. We're going to take an ice, although goalie comes out to play it. Maybe it was going on. We have Reagan comes out. Reagan turns his man aside, but didn't take the puck away. Puck is loose. Reagan has it. Reagan now carries the puck out. Reagan chips around his man. He's going to get a chance to take it on net. And he gets taken down. Collins going to keep playing. Braden goes. He still had the puck. Kieran, coach is calling. All right, 8:04 left in the game, 1:30 on the Hampton Roads penalty, and 29 seconds left on the 4-on-4 with our penalty. Got even strength, bouncing puck. Kai unable to settle it down. Now he gets it back over to Daniel. Daniel looks up ice, hard pass, missed. Dylan's stick, and it goes all the way back for icing. All right, somebody's got to take the draw. Charlie's in, they chop it over to Daniel. Daniel sweeps it behind for Kai. Kai comes up with it, looking for a good pass. He's gonna skate. Now he gives it back over to Daniel. Daniel plays it off the boards. Flips it off the boards. One tip by Dylan. Back ahead to Hampton Roads. Charlie's backing up. Played back through as they circle again. Loses the puck as Jasper stepped up on him. Now Jasper gets it back over to Charlie. Charlie ahead to Dylan. Dylan's coming in. Dylan just chips it deep. We're on a man advantage here. We got a few people changing behind. They're content just to tie up for another 30 seconds here as the Caps might do some damage. And now we got a call coming here back the other way. Charlie's gonna get called for the cross check, I think. Four on four for 17 seconds. And I think it's center ice. I think it's supposed to be neutral ice. Outside the zone, had an icing and a delayed penalty. Hampton picks it up, caught up in feet. Now they kick it forward. Chipped that once or twice by Kai. Makes it through, kicks it aside. Braden with the save. Leaves it for Flynn. Flynn chip for Oliver. Oliver now airmails it out. They have to regroup at neutral ice. Teddy's turning and offside. Offsides? No. Teddy misplays the puck but ends up with it again. Shot all the way back down for Oliver. Oliver gets a piece of it. No icing here. Teddy back down. Oliver stepped up, comes all the way back for Kai. Kai has his pass, just dumps it all the way over into the other corner. And I guess they say it was icing. No?
No, I'll give you a prize.
No, he's at a dot here, not icing, so. All right, 50 seconds on the man advantage here for Hampton Roads. Tied up in the pile here. Hampton tries to take it out. Couple of moves across. 2 in on Braden. Braden pokes at it. Puck is still loose in front. All the way back out to the point. Braden is back up in front. Deflected up and over. 1 man in front. Jasper's pushing over a little man in front. Shot comes through. Oh, rebound was there. Just missed it. Kieran, hard pass across to Reagan. Reagan got a stick on it, but not able to come back the other way. Hampton Roads leaves it in the middle. Oh, knifed away by Daniel. Great defensive play there. Hampton Roads continues to cycle. Kieran gets a stick on it, pushed aside by Reagan. Now Kieran has to chase as the man steps up. Leaves it in front. Braden covers. 2 seconds left on the penalty kill, protecting that 1 goal advantage. Charlie, you watching? Yeah. Side up in front, turned aside, dangerous, clear there. Deflects right in front of the net. Flynn hits the brakes, has some room, gives to Charlie in the corner. Charlie right back to Flynn, but around him to Colin. Colin out to Dylan. Dylan turns onto his forehand, just gets leaned on. Now pushes it ahead. Oh, the 2 Caps had a chance at that. Coming back through with some speed. Moves to the middle, knifed away though by Colin. Chase gives his man a push, and Charlie's coming out through neutral ice. Cuts to the middle. Has 2 players coming through with him. Colin runs the puck down, leaves it in front. Not quite enough though, and Charlie gets it back and dumps it back down low. 4:33 left in the game. Dylan working down low. Tried to work it aside. Now it's chopped beyond Colin, who was coming back on a pinch in. Flynn fires it ahead, little too far for Colin, and it's going to go for icing. Hard win there, I guess. A couple players. Teddy is flying everywhere. Teddy down in the ice. Puck comes shooting out. Kai steps in front of his man. He and Daniel both come together for the puck. Sends it towards the blue line, but not out. Puck comes down and Braden just covers. Caps talk about assignments here. Puck is still loose in front, but Daniel gets it. Daniel puts it towards the board, not out. Daniel is up on his feet. Daniel now all over his man, trying to get the puck free. Teddy's there. Teddy keeps it back along the boards. Teddy's down, not really sure what's going on here. Trying to keep it with the skate. I think they say it was covered, killed the puck. Killed the play here. All right, Teddy stays out there. 5-on-5. Puck is still loose in the middle. Oliver picked the pocket for a second there. Jasper steps up in front, gets it back to Colin. Colin just locks his man out. Whalers play tic-tac-toe behind the play here. Jasper doesn't bite on that fake. Now they get it out to the point. Moves once, moves twice. Tried to get it back down low. Knocked away. Now Teddy has the puck. Teddy gets it over to Oliver. Oliver moves to some open ice. Chips it down deep. 3 minutes left. Teddy's now going for a change. Jasper steps up. Gets enough of it as he gets bumped. Jasper back to his feet. Keeps moving with the puck. Now he reverses on big kid. Knifed away. Oliver takes the puck. Keeps it. Moves around one man. Around two. Tried to use the backhand with one hand. Didn't work for him. Now it's played off the boards. Hampton Roads coming back through. Colin takes the puck. Flips it back down the ice for Kieran. Kieran turned away from that hit, but didn't get it puck deep. We got a couple of players coming. They say they're on sides. Pushed aside by Colin. Kieran's out to get him. Puck is left behind. Colin has it. Colin now sends an airmail through. Not played with the high stick. Played along the boards. All the way back for Kai. Kai sets his feet though. Tried a dangerous pass back to the point. Back to the middle. And did not connect with his man. Kai takes over. Kai takes a knee there, falls down, but gets back to play the puck. Gives it off the boards to Colin. Colin sidesteps a couple men. Flips an airmail pass just too high for Kieran. And they send it right back in. Fired back out is Kai, and we got an icing coming here. A little too high, wrong angle. .134 left in the game. Goalie is... Hampton Roads taking a timeout. All right, Hampton Roads calling for timeout.
They pay to bring them water.
Final minute 34 here. Caps protecting a 1-goal lead. No goalie back in net for Hampton Roads, so you can expect a 6-on-5. Puck is down, one back in front. Reagan tried to fire it out. Puck is down in front. Colin shoots a puck towards the net, just goes wide. Again, face off in our end, chopped down into the corner. Hampton's moving quick, left the puck behind, hard up into the boards. Unable to hold it at the blue line as Hampton Roads. Teddy's coming, turns his man behind. Kieran's in, puck is still loose, gets it back to Teddy. Teddy trying to move it through, Kieran's protecting. Kieran bumps it along the boards, back down low, up into the netting. We're gonna have a face off down in their end. Way to go, Caps. Keep the pressure. Goalie back in with the offensive face-off here for us. Chipped aside. Hampton Roads coming out of their zone. Goalie is moving slowly to the bench. Shot comes in. Braden with the block. This puck is still loose around the boards. They send it around Hampton. Extra skater in. We got a hook coming, and Reagan got called to the hook. Gonna have a 6-on-4 now. "45 seconds left here. Great chance here for Hampton with 2 extra players. Refs, the scoreboard people saw 45 seconds and didn't bother to put up the penalty time. Now it's up and cleared out by Colin as he was falling down. Vernon's a few more seconds off the clock. A few more sips of water. Tied up again. Back down low. Jasper shoots. It's out. Everybody has to clear out. One player still down low. Good forecheck here by Teddy. Teddy ties his... He's holding his stick. They didn't call it. Teddy takes a shot. Goes wide. Trying to get 6-on-3. Left behind. Jasper steps up on his man, just ties up the puck along the boards. 13 seconds left. Caps are just going to tie it up here. Happy to keep moving it. A couple kids jamming it. 6 seconds left on the clock. One player drifting in the front. Charlie stays with him. Turns back for a shot. Shot goes wide. Time expires. Caps win. All right, that's it. Nice win. Good to come out of here with that.